Joe, if you're listening, you stupid fuck. He looks like one of those guys from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper, but he's 30-something years old, lives in his parents' basement with the droopy cap and the whatever, but he thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone. And he's a very shock jock or whatever, and somehow or another he accumulates followers on Twitter. It's fucking pathetic. So please, nobody listen to anything involving a guy named Joe Cronin, because it's just so fucking sad.
This is Wardlow from AEW, and you're watching The Joe Cronin Show,
a wrestling podcast with attitude.
What's up, everybody? Good afternoon. Good afternoon to you. It is 3 p.m. and it was just all this little news that we could wait for Raw tonight, I guess. But I was about to make a Raw preview video, and I was about to update on the situation with Jordan Myles, and then
I called,
and then Jake called me anyway, and then I was like, let's just go live and talk about it. Fuck it. So here we are. Neckbeards only wear black shirts, says Big Strudel in the chat. That's interesting. There's a lot of them at wrestling events then, if that's the case.
That's half my attire, so he's not fully wrong there.
And now my Leah's watching Finn, so I'm done playing with my kids right now, so their mom's taking care of the kiddos, so I figured let's do it. So this is the shirt. We talked about this. I talked about this earlier in a little stream in the car when I was driving around, and people are pissed, I guess.
I just don't see it as being racist. I genuinely don't see it being racist. I know what people are like, oh, you don't see it as blackface. I can see the smile, but that's his gimmick. Smile Miles. Smiles for Miles.
Wait a minute. That's his gimmick?
That's his gimmick. Smiles for Miles. That's why they wanted a smile on the shirt.
What the fuck is there? What the fuck? Are you kidding me? That's his gimmick?
The email that was released.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me?
The email that was released.
I did not know that.
And he said that, oh, well, it's from Baker Landon, and he's one of the guys that handles the corporate store side stuff. He said, Triple H attended a meeting and had a revision for your logo, but loved it for your character. He wanted it to the letter to be more teethy, and what I have attached is what he liked. Also, I have basic t-shirts on there that he approved as well. Road Dogg preferred the gray shirt, but let us know what you think. Thanks, Baker. And then he approved the shirt. He approved the shirt himself. He said, when I originally saw the design, I was uncomfortable. Rather than addressing the issue, I decided to counter with another offer. Then he says, Brandon lied to my face. He said Triple H wanted this design, so my hands were tied. I spoke with Triple H in person, and his impression was I approved. Where in that email that I just read you did he say that, your hands are tied and that Triple H said no? All he said was, they had a meeting and Triple H wanted, your letters to be more teethy. I've attached what it looks like. What do you think? He even says, but let us know what you think. Thanks, Baker. He said Road Dogg prefers gray. Triple H wants black. They want it to look more like a smile with, the letters looking more like teeth because of your gimmick, Smile for Miles. I don't see that as being blackface. So Road Dogg knew from the get-go that it's supposed to be on a gray shirt. Okay.
Well, somehow Road Dogg's going to get blamed for this.
He's being thrown under the bus. And of course, Triple H and Vince were tagged as well. But then the thing that bothered me about it, if you have a legitimate gripe, stand up for yourself. That's fine. But the way it happened and the way it was unveiled and comparing it to that Gucci sweater, that was blatant racism.
Yeah, like
that was outright blackface because that was covering your face with a black hood and having bright red around your lips, and that was covering a person's face. That this is just a smile. So if he even says, "Oh, if it was on a gray shirt, then it's not racist." That's a direct quote. I will find the tweet.
So if it's on a gray shirt,
he said, if it's on a gray shirt, it's not racist, but if it's on a black shirt, it is. So then it's not racist. If it's on a gray shirt and it's not racist, but it's on black, it is. Then it's not racist. You can't just, And I'm passionate about this because now you're seeing, some wrestlers get praise and others get thrown under the bus, and this has gotten him basically labeled the next Jussie Smollett from a lot of his so-called supporters. Jesus. When this started just a few days ago, he had a good amount of backing behind him, and even then, I thought it was suspect because he started with a hashtag. For the culture. That was the initial hashtag, for the culture. And that got trending. And then once that gets off the ground and that's trending worldwide, suddenly his friend has a wrestling show, WrestleMania weekend, by the same name, For the Culture, from GCW, April 2nd through 4th in Florida. Come on. You don't see how it seems like a business opportunity here? He gets, the political side of things, people worked up about racism, and then all of a sudden, oh, look, there's a show to promote. That seems like a serious clout chase. Maybe I'm looking too far into it, but...
Why would he promote, this other show from GCW with that slogan? I don't get it.
Exactly. And it's for the culture. This is going to be a show for us, by us. And he acts like...
I'm not aware.
For a while, WWE seems racist. They don't have a champion, that's been... We had Kofi already, so... Oh, well, Kofi got decimated and destroyed. Yeah, but it was wrong for him to lose that way. But guess what? How many times have we seen Brock Lesnar, whom I despise Brock, this, but how many times has Brock gone in and destroyed somebody?
Right.
It's Brock. If they sent him in there with Jinder Mahal or Roman Reigns, if Roman Reigns beat Kofi with one spear, then there should be an upheaval.
I understand the blackface. I understand I didn't see it when I first saw this shirt.
I didn't either.
Once somebody said it though, I went, oh, I get it. But I don't. Even though I get that, so they switch it to a gray shirt and it's gone. It's no longer blackface. It's just gone. Isn't it like a Looney Tunes symbol now?
Yeah, something more egregious and ridiculous. That looks worse.
The shirt sucks. The shirt, but everybody's shirts in NXT pretty much that aren't, unless they're top tier, like Pete Dunne or Adam Cole or somebody like that, Velveteen Dream. Everybody else at the lower level, besides the top 10 talents. Everybody's t-shirts kind of blow, to be honest.
If you had I had no argument there. Even Undisputed Era for a while, they had crap shirts. Even, you really have to be the top guy to get some
you're really giving people a lot of power to say that shirt offends you, though. You're really giving people a lot of power.
That's
but
the thing. And
the shirt sucks, though.
But if he was uncomfortable by it, then speak out. But you can't tell me that Triple H is unapproachable. If you said Vince, maybe I would side with you.
Yeah, I totally get it.
But Hunter seems same thing with Road Dogg. They both seem so approachable. There's been times where I've had thoughts. I've reached out to Road Dogg on Twitter. He's responded and given me a pretty nice discourse back and forth. Why does he have to answer me? He doesn't. He has no rhyme or reason to respond to some fan, idiot on the internet, and he does. He takes time out of his day. So you're telling me he's not going to go and listen to someone that's employed? But he approved the shirt. And this was a month ago, September. Oh Christ! It was early September. I don't have the exact date in front of me. I don't want to say it wrong. I don't want to be. I'm trying to be as factual as possible. So he's been Jordan Myles has been tweeting nonstop. He's only been with the company a short time. He signed, Then he brings up the Hulk Hogan aspect of things, but you signed after Hulk was already forgiven, per se, by the locker room and welcomed back with semi-open arms. So you can't feign that as an issue, because if that was, against your beliefs, you would have the vindication to go ahead and stay away from WWE then if you're bothered by Hulk being there. He already came back. It's not like you got hired and then Hulk came back and you're like, whoa, this sucks. Now I got to walk away. He was already back last year before you signed. He was back at one of the Saudi shows.
I mean, all that being said, like, I think it's a little bit, I'm going to be real about it. I think it's a little bit BS, like, and he's a little bit whatever. But at the same time, like, I don't understand, like I know that, like, I'm not the, I don't know, man. I don't know how much it offends different people or are offended differently. I know some black people.
He's the spark that's going to change the world because Tupac, emblazoned him with that, and calling Kofi Martin Luther Kingston. He's
here comes Vince. I got a Vince McMahon donation
and then trashing Jay Lethal as well.
Kane and I'm donating.
Here comes Kane. It's Vince McMahon. Oh no, Vince McMahon is donating, Jake.
I approved the shirt. We loved the idea. I designed it myself with Jordan's big black lips and big white teeth.
Oh.
He looks like a big-toothed jackalope. You will never be a top-tier talent. All you are good is shucking and jiving. Dance, crack, baby, dance.
Oh my God, what the fuck?
Jesus, Vince.
What the fuck, Vince McMahon, you piece of shit. What the hell is wrong with Vince McMahon, man? Why do you got to do that, Vince? Why don't you go make the white guys dance around like, well, he did actually. Oh, wait a minute. Jordan Gable. Chad Gable. Fucking Chad Gable looks like a special needs fucking NBA basketball player who won a fucking Make-A-Wish for a day. Like,
yeah, really, Shorty G.
Yeah, they're really, WWE is embarrassing everybody. I mean, like, come on. Like, somebody was like, this is what they do and whatever. Yeah, this is what they do to everybody. Like, it's Chad Gable is in a basketball suit. Because I didn't get to talk to you really this week as much.
Yeah.
Because you're, getting the operation stuff and sick. Were you on Raw review with me? I don't remember now.
Yeah, Raw
Oh, so you saw it on Monday. We talked about it.
Yeah.
Vince McMahon, thank you. Fucking idiot.
Nightmare scenario, it's like there's so many things and it just gets worse and worse.
What are they doing? Like, this guy, he had this long hair, a bandana. The guy looked like a dude. He looked like the WWE's Young Buck. You know what I mean? He looked so cool and looked great. And then they went ahead and they went, you know what? Let's have his hair cut, give him the mic so he sounds like a troll on the mic. He sounds like a troll bag on the mic. And then he's going to say, Shorty G. I'm Shorty G, everybody. 516, hello.
You mean Shorty Gatorade, Joe?
Oh, it's Nick. What's up, Nick?
Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing?
All right, man. I'm just bewildered by the day. We're getting ready for Raw to probably put us to sleep tonight.
I'm piling up the bleach, brother. I'm getting ready for my bleach shower tonight.
Yeah, you're gonna drink bleach. I might drink some kind of
alcohol. I'm gonna shower and bleach.
Oh, you're gonna shower and bleach. I get you. Okay, well, that's not a bad idea.
Yeah. How you feeling, Jake? I haven't spoken to you in a while. I heard you were sick last week.
It's been since the Raw review. I think I spoke with you. Yeah, I'm doing all right. It was less. I mean, I had sickness dealing with, but I'm still trying to get clearance for surgery, so it was quite the process. I got all the doctors seen over a year ago, but after a year you have to redo it all. So waiting for insurance. In the meantime, I had to go back through and get poke, prod, scope, stab, blood work, endoscopy.
My prayers are with you, Jake. I hope you feel better, bro.
I appreciate it. So I don't know what they're doing at this time. When you hear the fact, that Raw only had 3,000 viewers in the UK last week for Raw.
That's a big issue now because the UK market is huge,
and they're so dedicated too. Impact got I think 77,000. AEW got 232,000, and Raw gets 3,000 viewers. My God. I know how it happened. We've seen the results of, weeks upon weeks of just mental torture that they're putting their fans through. But to actually hear that number, 3,000, so less than half the arena they have live is watching at home in a very dedicated wrestling, centric market. That's terrible.
That's awful, bro. It's because they've gave the fans shit this past couple of weeks. They have to stay up till like 2 a.m. in the morning, bro. I don't even want to stay up 2 in the morning to watch this shit.
Yeah, granted. I mean, I know the time frame is a difficult thing as well, but still, you figure they used to get anywhere of 38,000 to 70,000. It just it's somewhat baffling, but then again, it makes sense. Think about it. What do we have to look forward to at Crown Jewel this week?
I'm looking forward to a Chainsaw Massacre match.
Yeah. If only the Bonesaw is ready. We have Seth Rollins.
Bonesaw is ready,
and he's taking on the Fiend again. Will the Fiend win? It's Halloween. They want to do something big in Saudi. Could happen, but what are they doing tonight for Raw? They're giving us a Falls Count Anywhere match 3 days before.
And they're going to give us a King's Court thing with freaking Bobby Trashley and Lana. They're going to give us a King's Court thing, which, to be honest, this whole thing with Bobby Lashley is. I know. You're seeing death threats from fans for that storyline.
Yeah, I've heard some people are very upset with Lana, and it's ridiculous. People always, tend to buy into the wrong story side of things. But yeah, we're getting that whole.
I hope once their contract ends, Rusev and Lana, I hope they leave this shit show. I hope everybody leaves. I heard also. I know this is late for me because I was also hospitalized a while ago. I also heard that Mike Bennett requested his release a while ago. I said, enjoy those 5 years, buddy.
Yeah, exactly. And sorry to hear that. Hopefully, you're doing better now yourself, but.
No, I'm doing fine. It was just an IV that I had to get undergo through.
I heard that on one of the shows actually. Yeah, I remember you mentioned when you called in. So I'm glad you're doing better. But it's things like this. Why would anyone want to see Seth in a Falls Count Anywhere match tonight against Eric Rowan?
Speaking of Seth, did you see this retarded tweet Fox released?
Yeah.
Of him acting like a freaking kid and playing on inflatables on his wrist.
Yeah, they make your champion look like a dork.
Fox puts that out there. How stupid are they?
Fox has been retarded. Fox, ever since Disney bought Fox, they've been retarded, but I don't know what's worse. Them saying with the what chants and stuff, or this fucking stuff they're doing with Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I mean, it's all bad, Nick. I mean, come on. They suck. I mean, how you going to tweet out this picture of Seth looking like an idiot? And then you make fun of him. It's dude, this is why people think that this guy sucks.
And this is why he's viewed as not cool. You got him looking like a friggin' condom-topped, water toy. It's ridiculous.
Condom-topped. Yeah, and also interesting about Jordan Myles. He tweeted out a Mike Bennett tweet not that long.
Yeah, about pain and.
So I really think all of this is about how everybody wants to get the hell out of their WWE contracts.
A lot of it seems to be that when he signed, AEW was still on the horizon, but wasn't really announced yet. And then they came about in February, and this kind of coincides with what's going on backstage with NXT as well, because I mean, a lot of the superstars apparently are very upset about the lack of pay, and insiders are thinking that an uprising might be on the way as well, because I'm trying to find David Starr said that he spoke to NXT superstars and they were now told that their TV pay raises weren't coming. So when they went from weekly to live TV, they were all supposed to get these pay raises. It's not coming.
Who?
Right now.
Wait, what company?
David Starr. He went ahead and he spoke to a few of the NXT talent.
Oh, in the NXT, so they're not getting their bonuses or something?
Yeah, they're not getting their TV raises. So when they go from weekly episodic that's pre-recorded,
right,
they were making around, for the lower level talent, like the newer ones, the new signees, and even some of the more established people were making roughly around $55,000 a year.
Wow.
And people are like, well, that's not bad. But think about how much they're doing, traveling, and plus they have to pay for their crap on the side of it. You got to pay for travel, you got to pay for your lodging, you're renting cars. It's very, you're in the negative more times than not, hoping to make it to the top of the roster. So There's a number of NXT talents have been more vocal about their frustrations. This is from Squared Circle Sirens. She spoke with a few of the other talent as well. And she said, a lack of opportunity, not seeing an increase in pay. Triple H is going to have to do an all-hands meeting to hear them out and work on some solutions to air their grievances. If not, he's going to have an uprising to deal with. Because since they've been live, yes, it's only been, 3 weeks now or 4 weeks at this point in time? But still, they have a uphill battle to climb because you need to keep people engaged, so you have to bring in your best talent. But they were also promising to showcase some of the newer talent as well, and they haven't really done that as much as they said they would. So that's a bit of an issue. So, yeah. And you look at it, the McMahons are making more money than ever at this point in time. McMahon himself is worth nearly $3 billion.
That's why they sold so many shares. A lot of people said, why'd they sell so many shares? And part of it is just like they can just sell all this stuff, get all this money, and then it's going to regrow in a different way.
Exactly. So... But just hearing from all these people about, they were promised raises, they didn't get it.
Yeah.
And there's that we were hearing this time and time again where how many Forbes just put out a great article actually over the weekend.
Yeah.
They were talking about how the stars go ahead and basically just get crapped on constantly by WWE making these false promises. If you re-sign with us, we'll make you a bigger deal. We're going to give you, a bigger contract. You're going to get that push that you desire. Don't worry, Mike Kanellis. You re-sign with us, and we're going to give you TV time, and we're going to make you an active, fighting member of the roster. Oh, we said that, but we changed our mind. Now you're just going to be cucked out by your wife on TV until you're forced to disappear. Remember that belt we said you're going to win? It's going to be the 24/7 championship, and it's going to be off your pregnant wife in an OBGYN office.
My God.
That's what it comes down to. They just AEW seems like the promised land at this point, unfortunately, just by comparison's sakes, because they are really heavily putting over everybody. But when you look at the reason why, it's because they have no established history. So they have to put over everybody because nobody's essentially over yet. The whole thing is just it's concerning, though. WWE is hurting in many ways. Between that, I'm still shocked. 3,000 people only watching Raw in the UK market. I don't know why they choose to do certain things. They're going to spend a great deal of time tonight on this divorce court segment with Lana and Rusev.
Yeah.
I'm sure Bobby Lashley will show up. You have Ricochet and Drew McIntyre facing each other again before Crown Jewel. So that's a rematch from last week. Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair are going to be on Raw tonight to hype up their match again. How many times have we seen what's left to hype up at this point? What's left to be said? What more can we get out of the 5-on-5? They've done it multiple shows. They did it on Raw, did it on SmackDown, did it on Raw. Now we're getting it again tonight. And then the main event of Seth Rollins in a Falls Count Anywhere match. He said that this is the practice for Bray Wyatt, he's saying. So he's facing Eric Rowan. Well, Eric Rowan shouldn't be viewed as practice for the Fiend. He's no small, feat himself. So they're already diminishing their new big heel that they got on the new, the Raw brand. It just doesn't make sense. Why, you're not going to have a table match before you have a table match. You're not going to have a Hell in a Cell before you have Hell in a Cell. So why have a Falls Count Anywhere if you're going to do the same thing 3 days from now? People don't want to see the same stuff over and over.
Right.
You figure it'd be straightforward and simple, but
I don't think right now they're making a lot of mistakes over there. Like they really and people talking about them getting out of Full Sail, and they're going to get out of Full Sail with NXT, but it's like they still have to work small arenas if they do that, and then it's going to cost them all the money to travel, get the locations, get the arenas. But the only thing they'll be able to probably do is they'll make money from merchandise sales and stuff like that, and it will look a little bit better on TV. But is it really going to get that much better now? Because the AEW interest is so high right now from that small group. They're not going to tune back over to NXT, I don't think. I think they're going to keep doing what they're doing, which is watch it later. By the way, Tommy just tweeted me and told me Hulk Hogan blocked him.
Oh, God.
Tommy, I'm live right now, Tommy. Call the show in a few minutes if you want. We'll talk about this.
I would love to know why.
Yeah, man. That blew me away.
Tommy got blocked by Hulk Hogan. Well, what you gonna do?
It's hard to get blocked by Hulk. You know, a lot of people have said some crazy stuff, and he's even retweeted it. You know?
Oh my God. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is somebody will be like, hey, Hulk Hogan, I hope you fall down a flight of stairs, you piece of shit. And then they tag Tommy in it. And then Tommy like responds and says like thumbs up. Like so Hulk Hogan must have seen one of those tweets, and then he must have seen that Tommy either retweeted it or gave a thumbs up. And Hulk Hogan blocked Tommy NC. Holy shit. All donations are on, guys. If anybody wants to donate, the link is in the description box down below, or you can use the super chats and support the shows, the live show, and we will do more of these, no doubt about it. Just show me that you like it, and I will keep doing them as long as they're funded, for sure. Also, Patreon. I want to shout out all the new patron members tonight on the Raw review. So if you're just signing up over there, we'll get you over there. Plus, I put up questions for Morning Madness, which I'm recording. So that's coming up soon. So if you haven't seen that post, get on there, ask a question, put a link up, do whatever you want. That's up there. Corrupted episode 123 is up too in audio form. I just uploaded that this morning. So that's there for you. If you want to listen to Corrupted, it's there in audio form. Download it, whatever you want to your phone. It's all on Patreon now. Real quick, the Patreon app is available for free. Patreon on the Google Play, whatever else, they're all there for you. All the amounts of bonus stuff and content is there listed with all the perks. I alert you when I go live like this, so you can see that I'm live when YouTube doesn't alert you. There's a bunch of stuff coming. There's the other stuff. There's just so much shit obviously on Patreon that you will enjoy, laugh at, whatever. We're not censored, so we can say whatever the hell we want over there. And let's play the Joseph Collins. What's up, Joseph? How are you, man? Thanks for subbing to the channel. Welcome to the channel. And thanks to all the new subscribers that we got throughout the day, yesterday and today. And
SmackDown got a 2.44 on Fox Sports 1, so not bad.
Oh, here comes the donation, Jake. I'm sorry. Here it comes.
$9 for a fuck. Someone donated 9. I'm getting hard. I got 9 inches inside of your wife. $9. I'm shooting my semen to the ceiling. I'm coming, and my balls have turned blue. $9. Suck my dick.
Jordan about to get that Leo Rush treatment. See you in 9 months, my guy. Also, guys, while AU is down, the 1830 market is through the roof, so that's awesome if they keep it.
Yeah, man, that's crazy. PA the Baker. PA the Baker, thank you very much for the $9. Nueve coming in from PA the Baker, a OG on the channel. Shout out to him in Enclosure, and Scam Cartoons has been hilarious in the chat. I forget what he wrote earlier. Oh, he said bleach is racist because it turns everybody white. That was pretty friggin' funny. It's also necessary when you're watching Raw many times.
Yeah, gotta cleanse your eyes. You know, AEW played it smart this week.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, Jake.
They're going to be on Fox Sports 1.
Jake, somebody responded to the Hulk Hogan blocking Tommy thing in the chat.
Oh.
They wrote, Hulk Hogan's only nice to retards when they pay him money.
That or make a wish.
Oh my God. Good God.
I heard you're dying of cancer, brother.
Well, the Hulkster heard you were having real trouble with your throat there and your larynx. So I just want to say, man, get over it, man. God bless you. Like, that's fucking.
This is what happens when you don't eat your vitamins and say your prayers.
What you gonna do when cancer ravages your throat, brother?
He's just fucking cutting all these fucked up promos.
Hulk, you're making him cry. Just the kid just sobbing.
Oh my God.
And Hulk got into that fight too. You know, recently we saw a little bit of an altercation on Twitter. It was confusing to see what happened in that video. Very hard to hear.
They didn't get it.
What had happened. I didn't quite catch it all. All I heard was the line of, the last time I had a Shirley Temple, I was with your wife. That was the only line I heard in that video, clearly. And brother. I heard him say brother about 50 times.
Well, it sounded like the guy was like bothering him or something, and then he finally was like, you know what, brother, let me tell you, and he got pissed.
Yeah, he came out yesterday and gave us the full scoop. So he went to a bar with Flair afterwards. Flair said it would be calm, cool, collected, just come down, one drink. This was right after SmackDown on Friday. And, you know, there's tons of crazy stories that start with Flair inviting somebody out for one drink. That's pretty much what happened. A bunch of people
Come on down to the bar.
they pulled out their phones and they were drunk, made an issue. Flair played a heel and ran the people off and, you know, was a real jerk about it, but in character. So that the people around were like, okay, we're not going to bother you, but we're still like, we get it. But they were having fun with the idea of, you know, being run off by heel Flair. And Flair left and Hogan started to leave. And then a fan that was really drunk got into Hogan's face yelling, you're a dick and you're a fucking loser. And, you know, just really started berating him for no reason. And that fan also bought them a bunch of Shirley Temples as an insult. So that's when Hogan went ahead and said, the last time I had a Shirley Temple, I was with your wife. And he used that line against the drunk fan. And I mean, things didn't get physical, but I mean, Jesus, I don't know. It's one thing to, you know, you see them out in public and you're like, hey, can I get an autograph or a picture? And, you know, you don't have to be rude about it and swarm people. But this guy just was looking for a fight. So Hogan gave him a tongue lashing and that was about it. But it was just difficult to hear what the hell was going on in that video.
Yeah, that's weird. But I can get Hogan, like, and I think Hogan backed down after a few minutes too. He was kind of like, a few seconds, he was like, I think he didn't, you know, he was like, what am I doing? He's like, all right, brother, well, good to see, whatever, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, he didn't want to flip out. It wasn't that bad. He clearly was bothered by it. 804 is live on the phone. What's up?
What's up, Joe? How's it going, man?
It's going good, baby. I got something special in my pants right now. I got something really special in my pants, and it's going to be unleashed during Raw tonight. It's going to be unleashed. It's going to go hard, long, and so loud, baby. What's up?
Man, what the hell has WWE done with 2K20? I just got done playing it, and it's glitches everywhere. It's like the show itself.
It's more.
I wanted to upload some footage of the career mode, right? I figured it'd be fun. I got the game sent to me. I was like, oh, cool. Like, you know, I'm glad I didn't pay for it, luckily. But I was like, all right, I'll go ahead. And I have had to restart the career 4 times now, and I'm done. I can't sit through the stupid, you know, story that they're trying to tell. And some of it has some funny, you know, comedy lines and stuff, but most of it is just ridiculous. My character literally floated to the ring sitting the other day. And he was, instead of walking to the ring, and then he just floated through the ring. I was like, well, that's interesting. I don't know if he's supposed to be riding out in a Zamboni or whatever, but they didn't animate that right. Byron Saxton's eyes looks like googly eyes. It's
Whoa.
Scary but hilarious at the same time. His eyes are just hanging out of his head.
Oh, in the game. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. What the fuck? I thought you were gonna be the NXT graphics design team right there with that.
Yeah, close enough. I mean, I sent it to you on Facebook. That was him in game. He even commented on it this weekend, saying that, I need to go to the eye doctor. You know.
Oh my God! I see what you're talking about.
It's scary the first time you see it. And a lot of them just look so dead. They do. They look soulless because there's the animations are so piss poor. But the bugs, some of them, you laugh, you're amused. I've had, you know, a few different scenarios where there's one where you have to win by submission, and we end up, I got rolled up by the opponent and got pinned, and they won, and I had to do it all over again. I mean, I'm not exaggerating. It literally, I have it recorded, and then it crashes constantly.
It's horrible. I got pinned by the referee earlier today. I was like, what the fuck is this? It was a hardcore match, and the cage matches are just fucking ridiculous.
Oh my God, man! I know. I've been looking up. If the targeting was better, I could give, you know. But you'll go to do like a running dive or a spear or something, and you'll waft, you know, and miss entirely by a mile. Mm-hmm. When I started a match the other day, I couldn't switch targeting from the referee, so the only person I could attack was the ref. It's.
You know who's got one of the top WWE glitch complications?
Yeah, an old friend of the show.
Old friend Jaron.
Yeah.
Our old friend
saw
Jaron.
It the other day.
Yeah.
Like, wow, look at that. He hit a gold mine there.
Calls me a fucking racist, but it is what it is, though. But hey, man, that's pretty crazy, dude. That's one of his. He's always wanted to get a viral video, and now he's got one. Let me take a look at it. But yeah, he's got a lot of problems.
Joe, I have another question for you too, man. I don't know if you've been hearing what Jim Cornette's been saying about AEW lately.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I mean, I don't agree with him on all of it, but it's hilarious.
But he said that he thinks Vince will buy the company out like in 2 years. And I was like, they're kicking your ass. I was like, I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, I mean, they don't need to buy it out because I think the cons, to be quite honest, I think the cons are kind of like, it's not about like, they're not going to panic and be like, oh my God, we're losing money. We're going to need money. We need to sell so we don't all make money. Like Impact or somebody like that who had a small amount of money, like they'd sell because they're desperate to make anything back. Like that's not going to happen with the cons. They're prepared to lose this money. If they lose the money, oh well, they tried. Tony Khan wanted to play in the sandbox. Like Dad got him a toy. It's called a wrestling company. But he also presented real facts of how they could make money. So his dad, bought into that, and they're seeing some of that return. So there's not a lot of risk there. So at the very least, yeah, I could see them saying, you know what, we've been doing this for 5 years. It's going nowhere. We're making no money. It's getting worse. Just, all right, sell the library to Vince and we're done. Yeah, I could see them doing that, but I don't think it's going to be because like, oh my God, we're out of money and we're in trouble. That's not really going to happen. I think it's going to be more of like, it's never going to generate money. Oh, well, this was interesting. Now we're done. But I don't know about, buying out the company that soon because they have so much money.
Yeah, really.
We have look at this.
What the fuck is your Yeah, I'm just kind of tired of the comparisons between WWE and AEW. Like every week, it's like AEW is like literally standing on its own and kicking ass.
Yeah, they're doing all right, man. I mean, it's
Well, they're smart about some things. They really are.
What the fuck is that? Hey, listen, we got him on the phone right now.
He just drops from the heavens.
What the
Holy shit!
What's this? Oh my God! I gotta
out of nowhere, just drops from the heavens,
right through the table. Oh man, look at Diesel. He's just calm as shit, like nothing. Here he goes. Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, the man that was blocked by Hulk Hogan. He's on the phone now.
This shit, right? This invisible cage shit is funny as hell.
Yeah, the cage thing is a mess. Ladies and gentlemen, Tommy NC, all the way from Hollywood Hogan's Blockerage.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate that. I checked Twitter today and I saw a post about Hulk Hogan. I said, let me check his Twitter out. And I go there and I'm like, and my heart fell into my stomach. And I'm like, what did I do exactly? What did I do? I'm like, I never say anything negative to celebrities.
I only called him a chicken fucker. And it's like, Jesus, why is he blocking me?
No, I never called him that. Like, I only
called him what?
I mean, I say he's a legend and stuff like that. I only tweet positive things at celebrities. The only people I say negative things to is Logan Paul and Jake Paul because they're both twits.
Right.
And they haven't blocked me. The funny thing is Logan Paul and Jake Paul have not blocked me at all. Like, I could see their Twitter and everything. And they haven't blocked me, and I've called them idiots. Because they are. But so what I did was I called Hulk Hogan's Beat Shop and passed a message off to possibly his agent to see if I can get unblocked.
You sent a message to his agent to get yourself unblocked?
On Twitter?
Oh, on Twitter. But that's still...
Yeah, sometimes these celebrities
Or did you email him, Tommy?
Or sometimes these celebrities don't actually run their Twitters.
Yeah.
Their agents run their Twitters.
Yeah.
So hopefully a message is going to get passed to a manager, maybe to another manager that is his agent. So maybe I might get unblocked.
I don't think so, Tommy. I think he's going to be like, fuck you, brother. Like you said, it's not even him running it. Maybe if it was really him running everything, then you might, he might see it and be like, oh, I don't know. But like, no, I don't know. I don't think it's going to go well.
I was debating on should I make a video on my channel and say that, wow, I got blocked by Hulk Hogan like But I'm thinking Hulk Hogan wouldn't even see that. He probably even if people would probably share it on everywhere. Probably
that would work better than what you just said you did. That would work better. Like you like doing the Hulkamania thing. That would work better. Somebody, what is this you sent me? It's news pro wrestling. Burn it down is annoying.
Yeah, Paige. I wanted to bring this up after. So, Paige, in the WWE backstage show the other day, just went on a little rant about how the "burn it down" is pretty much like from Mean Girls, the word "fetch." There, it has the same connotation. She just says every time I hear it, it just pisses me off. It's annoying and it needs to just be done with. And I'm like, we've been saying this forever now, so it just it made me laugh. I was
you want me to tweet him right now, Tommy? I'll do it right now.
If you want to, Joe, unblock Tommy NC 2010. He didn't do anything wrong.
I'm gonna use your autism though. So.
Oh, come on, really? Come on, dude.
No, but I am. Okay, here it is. Ready? Here we go. Well, what you gonna do, Hulkamania? What's up, Hulk Hogan? Hey, listen, I'm 35 years old. I've been a Hulkamaniac since 1988, man. You are like the reason why I first got into wrestling. But anyway, the reason why I'm tweeting you or telling you this is because my buddy at TommyNC2010 is his Twitter account. He is a special needs fan of the WWE with autism and mental illness and all kinds of other things. And he may have gotten lumped in with a tag with you with something bad, and he got blocked by you. And he loves you, and he would love if you would unblock him. He's a big fan. Again, he has mental illness, and he's got mental retardation and all kinds of problems.
Tommy,
you're supposed to cut in.
Autism, Joe. You jackass! I swear to God, oh my God!
I was waiting for you to say something, Tommy.
Oh gosh!
Let me re-record that. Let me re-record that. Hold on a second. Let me re-record that. Let me fix this. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Let me do another one. Hold on a minute. All right, I'm really tweeting this to him. I'm really going to tweet this to him. Well, what you gonna do, brother? What's up, Hulk Hogan? My name is Joe Cronin. I'm 35 years old. I've been a Hulkamaniac since 1988, but I'm tweeting you about my friend who's also a Hulkamaniac. His name is Tommy NC2010. And you blocked him recently because I think he was tagged with a bunch of other scumbag people, assholes. But he actually loves you, dude. So if you could unblock at Tommy NC2010, he's a big fan of yours, man. He has autism, mental retardation. He can't smell things, and he's black. He's also black. Unblock him. He would love it if you would do that. Well, what you gonna do? Will you do that for me, Hulkamania? Please, brother. At Tommy NC2010, man. I would love it if you would do that, man. Big time fan. Yeah, brother. There you go, Tommy.
Perfect. Perfect.
God,
you could have went to Vimeo and
Look
everything.
at my profile. He's like, what the heck? This guy's not black.
Oh my God. I think I'm going to send him that one.
That's so good.
Oh, that's so fucked up. Wait a minute. Oh my God, dude. Let me go back to that. Wait a minute. Maybe I needed to record a different one.
I wonder. I wonder how much this heat this is going to pick up exactly, but it's probably not. Nothing. It's not going to go anywhere. Probably.
Well, we're gonna get everybody to retweet this. All right, ready? Here we go. We're gonna do it for real this time. We're not gonna do all the exaggerations. No, we're gonna do the right thing. Well, what you gonna do, brother? What's up, Hulkamania? What's up, Hulk Hogan? My name is Joe Cronin. I'm 35, and I've been a fan since 1988. I love Hulkamania, Hulk Hogan, man. You're the reason why I got into wrestling and why I do what I do, to be honest. My buddy Tommy NC2010 was blocked by you because he was lumped in a group of other scumbags who tweeted a bunch of dumb things about you. But he loves you, man, and he's so sad that you blocked him. He's he's got autism and stuff like that. He's never met his parents. He's still looking for them to this day. And the only one hope he has left is that one day he'll meet Hulk Hogan. His name is at Tommy NC2010. Hulkamania, Hulk Hogan, can you make my friend's dream come true when you unblock him on Twitter? I would love nothing more than that. I love you, Hulk Hogan. About to come down the aisle, Hulk Hogan, baby. Woo! Oh, coming down to Florida. Coming to that beach. What is it called, Jake? The beach body something? What's he got?
Oh,
He's got like he's got like a beach restaurant, right?
Yeah, down in
No,
Florida.
it's a store where they sell merchandise.
Yeah, it's a store. You sell merchandise. I'm gonna come down there, Hogan. Hogan, do you have any surfboards for sale that you could sign for me? Because if you do, brother, Joe Cronin is coming from Boston down to Florida, and we're gonna hook up, baby. We are gonna do it, man. I was a little Hulkamaniac when I was little, and now I'm a psychopath. Hogan's Beach Shop. That's right. Let's plug it right. We're live, by the way, right now. Hulk Hogan, we are live in front of over 400 people. Thousands will watch this video. Hulk Hogan, Hogan's Beach Shop, right? That's what you said?
That is Hogan's Beach
Hogan's
Shop.
Beach Shop. Hogan's Beach Shop. Everybody go there. Buy something. And then if Jimmy Hart happens to be just prowling around in the background, what I want you to do is I want you to go, hey, Jimmy Hart! And then ask him for a high five because he's a great guy. Hulk Hogan, my buddy, unblock him at TommyNC2010. He's a good guy. And he would love to hear from you.
And what you gonna do when Joe Cronin runs wild on you?
Wow, Joe, you sure know how to sell.
Oh my God. What the fuck?
That is just 2 minutes of gold right there. That's what that is.
I wrote with special needs. Oh, super chat party from Prince Muhamjad.
Is Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi really dead?
Baghdadi, yeah, Baghdadi. Yeah, Abu's dead. Abu's dead, man, isn't he? I think they got him the other day or something like that. Because didn't like they do a press conference for that or whatever?
Yeah.
I mean, who knows anymore?
Saying we need to start a GoFundMe for his family. For some reason, that made me laugh.
Wait, what was that? What'd you say?
Somebody was tweeting out a campaign saying we need to start a GoFundMe for his family.
For his rich family. Oh, man. Now, everybody remember, that's on Twitter right now. So if you have the access to a Twitter button, make sure you guys go retweet it, man.
God.
And what'd you say, Tommy? Joe did it under what?
His own reconnaissance.
Not my own incontinence. Is that what you said?
What's the word? I can't think of. I have a hard time with words sometimes.
I can say, under his own volition, but
own volition, yeah, own volition. I wasn't coming here to say, Joe, please talk to.
No, I did that.
For me.
No, I did that all on my own. I did it all on my own.
There's a lot of that going on lately,
I did that all on my own.
Things all on their own.
I did it on my own, baby. I did it on my own. And now everybody retweet it.
I don't expect for people to stick up for me. I really don't. I don't expect for people to do that for me. And it blew me away. I tweeted it out. I took a screenshot on my Twitter to just say, I'm depressed. Hulk Hogan blocked me. I'm like, I'm a Hulkamaniac. I'm running wild because I'm Hulk Hogan. And let me tell you something, brothers. We're going to shove all those vitamins down your throat. And we're going to run all the way to the Ultimate Warrior. And then we're going to pin him in the center of the ring. And that's how you do it, brother. The cream of the crop. Yes, I know that's another promo from another wrestler. That was one of the best of the best. And they had the best rivalry ever in the century of wrestling and sports entertainment. Oh, yes, brother, because Hulk Hogan opens up a can of blockage and runs it all through Twitter sphere. He finds Tommy NC 2010 and he gives him a leg drop. Oh, yeah, Hulk Hogan running wild on you. I know that was Ultimate Warrior, but
that was great.
Oh my God, Tommy! Did you say like we're gonna unclog all the blockage?
Yeah, that was great. Damn, Tommy, that's the best promo you've cut yet.
We're gonna unclog
you got
the
chat
blockage.
calling 911, but
we're gonna unplug the blockage.
We're going to go out there, we're going to dial 911, and we're going to clean out the ass of Twitter, and we're going to find that diamond in the rough. That's Tommy NC 2010, and then we're going to give him the big old leg drop. Oh, yeah, my pants just fell down.
Oh, my God.
Oh, shit.
Jesus Christ. Well.
No, that wasn't a joke. My pants did actually just fall down.
I bet they did. I'm looking right now, and it looks like a lot of people are tweeting this out right now. I can say, PW247 just tweeted it out. Demario Oliver just tweeted it out too. Hulk Hogan, unblock Tommy, brother, dude. If you got unblocked by him, Tommy, do I like get the biggest hug ever? Like if I get you unblocked by Hulk Hogan.
People are tweeting it with hashtag unblocked Tommy.
So if Joe, I'll say this: if you came down to Black Mountain, North Carolina, I would probably give you a hug.
Well, that's more work for me. So why the fuck would I do that, man? What the fuck?
You make more money than me, dude.
Do I?
You make more money than me, dude. Like, honestly, here on like with donations and stuff like that, man.
I don't know all those businesses you got running lately.
I'm a broke bitch.
Oh my god, the sound clips. Yeah, no, I mean, like,
broke bitch. I gotta.
Well, I mean, I would pay for you to fly up to me. I would do that. But no, I'd come down there. You know.
Hey, Joe, I got a question for you. Do you want to float? Come on, Joe. Take it.
What are you, Jordan Miles? Okay, well, anyway, there's a lot of.
No, it's Pennywise. I got some of these fake teeth, Pennywise teeth, and I was like, I thought it'd be funny to purchase them.
Talk about a toothy blowjob. Yikes!
We should tell Hulk Hogan that your Make-A-Wish. You have a Make-A-Wish for.
That Make-A-Wish is for kids that have like leukemia and cancer. I don't have leukemia. No. That's one thing I'm gonna stay far away from. Honestly, is like
they don't know
I'm
that.
not gonna have people saying, "Oh, Tommy MC 2010 is faking cancer just to get attention from Hulk Hogan." No way am I gonna do something like that. Hells to the no.
Well, they don't know that. You don't. No, I'm just kidding. No, you're right, Tommy. But anyway, yeah. So
test mail in the chat.
Oh my God, Tommy! Look what's coming in.
Hold on.
Look what's coming in. Wait a minute.
Was a little change, definitely.
Wait a minute. Did you just say that when you were a kid, you used to shove quarters up your ass?
Yes, and I would poop them out as a kid.
I put the quarters in me.
My name is Tommy NC. I put the quarters in me.
Tommy put quarters in his ass.
I put the quarters in me. My name is Tommy NC. Put the fucking quarters in me.
When I was a kid, I used to shove quarters up my asses when I was a kid.
Hey, I'm at work and just saw you were live and wanted to throw the quarter donation at yo sexy ass. Long time fan, bro.
Whoa.
Is there any way you would re-release the It's Halloween N-word song you made several years ago but just bleep out the word? Love ya, brother.
Your mom's poop stick. Your mom's poop stick. Possibly we could probably do that. Maybe. We'll see. We'll think about it. Tommy, were you able to hear the donation, by the way?
No, I can't even hear the donations right now.
Oh, that's too bad. They're not working. But yeah, that was the 2525. That was the episode of Throwdown on my other channel where Tommy randomly just told us at one point when he was little, you know, we all did crazy shit when we were little, you know, but Tommy shoved the quarter up his ass, I guess, a couple times or once.
Trying to turn himself into a slot machine.
Every 5 seconds in a donation.
Hey, I did some weird stuff when I was little too. You know, we talked about it, but
I used to put change in my belly button.
That's kind of close to what Tommy did, kind of.
Yeah.
But he really took the extra effort. You were lazy. You were like, okay, my belly button's right here.
I wasn't going to shove it up my ass, but I did put some of it in my belly button as you know.
I wonder what the reason was for the ass, Tommy. Was there a like this will be better up here, or I want to see?
I don't remember. I was just a little kid. Like, I don't.
Okay, all right, okay.
How do you feel, Leatherface?
Wow. Jesus Christ, Tommy. Tommy, did you take all the money that you were supposed to spend on the belt because you couldn't get the rest of the money for it and just buy that stuff instead?
No. I invested it in something else that I don't want to talk about here.
Oh, okay. A dildo. Great.
No, dildo. I just invested it in somewhere else that would be safer, and I don't want to discuss it here.
Drugs?
Nope.
No?
I just prefer not to say what I invested in, Joe.
No, I didn't say you had to.
Yeah, I was just curious, but you never know for sure.
Well, anyway, let's talk about do we get the Raw preview? Joe Compton's in the chat. What up, Joe Compton? Love you, buddy. Good to see you. It's been a while. What's up, bro?
Yeah.
What did you want to talk about the Raw preview, or what did you have next, Jake? I don't know what you want.
Really quick, Test Mail in the chat said much earlier, said we're not going to mention how racist an only black federation is. Jesus, like only black schools. I said, yeah, we mentioned that earlier.
Tommy heard that he's like, out. All right, Tommy, thanks for coming by, man. Sorry, I hope we get you unblocked. Let me know.
Yeah, hopefully it happens, Tommy.
I'll keep a watch out for that.
Tommy, really quick before you leave, are you watching Crown Jewel on Halloween? I'm sure you probably got a bunch of shit to do on Halloween. I figured you'd be a part of the haunt and all that stuff, so.
I'll be focused on Halloween and stuff like that, dressing up and going out and just seeing other costumes and stuff like that. That's what I'm going to be focused on.
Go get me some candy, baby.
No, thank you.
Oh, come on. You're my sugar daddy.
Why don't you ask Ricky Berwick, have him roll up on his little scooter and get some candy from him?
Get myself a rascal at that point.
And he hasn't even blocked me either. And I've called him. I've said some negative things to Ricky Berwick,
dude,
because he's
my friend. My friend Mike, my buddy Mike's big wrestling show. He just tweeted out my buddy Mike's black. He goes, "Unblock him, Hogan, or I'll get Black Twitter to run wild on you, brother."
See?
He will too.
Tommy.
You better unblock him, Hogan, or their whole community's coming after you, brother.
You can't risk that type of that type of publicity again.
Oh God. All right, Tommy, man, you have a good day. Thanks for coming by. And your mom's poop sack, thanks for donating $25.25. Thanks, Tommy.
Catch you later.
Love you, buddy. Mwah. Oh,
I'm glad he's in better spirits.
Oh no, yeah, he's in good spirits now. It's good when he's laughing,
Yeah, exactly. Hell of a promo too.
Yeah, what a promo.
Fucking, we had a little bit of Hogan there. We had some Macho Man and even some Ultimate Warrior.
How the fuck? Why am I down here? I'm on the bottom of the screen. Okay, there we go. I fixed it. Jesus, that was driving me nuts on Skype. I was like, what is this?
So here's a big news story coming out. WWE's Friday Night SmackDown is getting a name change.
What?
Now it's going to be WWE Friday Night SmackDown.
What the hell's the difference? What?
They dropped the apostrophe S. They actually sent out a press release about this.
For dropping an apostrophe S?
Yeah, so instead of being WWE's Friday Night SmackDown, it's just WWE Friday Night SmackDown.
Why would it be WWE's? I didn't even know they did that.
I didn't either. I was so confused.
What the fuck?
Go figure, but whatever.
That's weird.
So be it. That's what I'm saying. They're focused on the most idiotic, ridiculous things.
Right.
So here's one of the things I want to bring up with you before, and really quick as to what Mail said in the chat. I'm with you there. I said that it's people say reverse racism, but it's outright racism. If you're if we had an all white federation nowadays, it'd be it's racist. I'm all about inclusivity and having everyone be together. That's how it should be. It shouldn't be. There shouldn't have to be any effort or thought to include everyone. It should just be what you do. It should just be what happens. I hate that it has to be advertised or talked about or we're being inclusive or we're thinking. No, that should just be the norm. I don't know if I'm making sense in that regard, but it shouldn't have to be a soapbox fanfare triumphant thing that you have people of color and different races and females included on your roster. That should just be how it goes nowadays for everything. So
yeah,
whatever.
There's a market for it. I think is the only explanation I can really give to it is that there's kind of like a market for it, I guess. But yeah, I like when everybody's all together, whatever. But it's
exactly. So,
but if they feel like they're not getting the fair share or the fair shake, then I can see why they would create their own, like, hey, let's make our own thing.
But that's being, exclusive, not inclusive. So, I mean, that's...
Right, but I don't agree with it, but I think you're right. They feel their hand is forced or something. So, and it's just, it's like a cause they can rally behind that they can make money off of, that they can like I said, get a piece of something. There's a market.
Yeah,
for it.
because this really with him feels like a financial incentive. It's definitely a motivation for sure.
Now the news just popped out that Jordan Myles deleting Jay Lethal tweet. WWE star
he deleted that.
Myles.
Almost, and he said afterwards too. He's like, "I'm not apologizing for it. If I said it, I meant it."
Why did he delete it then?
That's what I don't get. So if you deleted it, then clearly you didn't mean it.
Like I get deleting a tweet when you're like, I don't want to get involved in that. I'll just get out of that, because I literally did that yesterday. I was like, I don't want to get involved in that.
You said something, but you're like, I don't want to bring more attention to it. But he literally then says, "Well, I'm not sorry."
So he meant it too. So what's the? I mean, all he has to do is say like, I mean, that's probably what he's thinking is like now he doesn't want to get into a war. But he's just being
combative with people talking. So it's like,
he's going after everybody.
Literally, even people that are supporting him outright. So Tyson Fury went ahead and said that he's an entertainer. He's always has been. And he's really enjoying everything with WWE. Everyone has been very grand and upfront with him. He's had a very good time. He said, "I wouldn't be in training camp right now. I always knew that October and November I would have off. I knew this would only be a month-long job, and I knew I would be busy. So I wanted something to do. And plus, if you knew you're going to be off for 2 months and you had a chance to make over $2 million for one match fight, however you want to phrase this, with Braun Strowman, hell yeah. If I was in his shape and was desired to do so, I'd sign me up." He said, "Never say never, but I have nothing planned for the future with wrestling." So my reason for even bringing this up is they can't have Braun Strowman lose. I don't know what they're going to do here, though, because the thing is, like, they're not. Braun's going to lose because Fury has an undefeated record, so he's not going to have an undefeated boxing record and then have but he did lose against in a fake fight,
a wrestler.
He doesn't want that for his a predetermined fight.
Yeah,
he's not going to want that in his record. But having Braun lose again, I mean, he is already ruined and destroyed. No one gives a shit about this, anyways. It's just a real detriment to everything, because that's the problem. They bring in these bigger, names, and Cain Velasquez, Brock Lesnar. You get these people to come in, and then when they're not around, you've stepped on everybody to get those bigger names their paycheck, and now there's no reason left to watch. So if Braun can't get this done, what interest are we going to have in seeing him go ahead and come back and fight anybody? Braun, doesn't have really any momentum going into this as is. So I just don't see it. They can't have. I think Brock Lesnar is going to defeat Cain Velasquez. I feel like that's a done deal. I don't see Cain Velasquez being able to hold the WWE Championship. Cain already has a win over Lesnar, so that'll kind of even them up, per se. And this will take Brock through to WrestleMania, obviously.
Yeah, so he's going to do this. So Brock's going to do this thing with Cain Velasquez.
Yeah, Brock. I can't see him losing. I don't know if you agree. But
no, I can't see. I mean, unless they had like major plans for Cain going forward,
which they only have one match set up with. He's tagging with Rey Mysterio. That's it.
So, like, why would you give him anything? Especially when the reception to him has already been kind of like, like whatever, like cool, but whatever, and there's been negativity. You would think that you would, if the place went nuts for him, and like leading into the match, like people were just nuts for Cain Velasquez.
Yeah, it's not like when Ronda debuted. The place pretty much came unglued for that, and even that had some contention to it.
But I don't know, man. We've seen stuff like this before. It kind of reminds me of the Goldberg stuff a lot.
Yeah,
because remember Goldberg came right out and beat him in like 3 seconds or whatever it was.
Yeah, it was real surprising at SummerSlam or Survivor Series, but then he got his comeuppance and all to build towards Mania. I don't see them doing that here. Plus, Cain Velasquez is injured; he needs his knee repaired. So.
Yeah, so Kane's I would think, would lose.
And PW Insider is now reporting that Jay Lethal suffered a broken arm yesterday at Ring of Honor's event in England.
Jesus.
So on top of being called an Uncle Tom, Now he's got a broken arm.
He's also been accused of like sexual stuff with Taylor
Hendricks.
Taylor Hendricks. So he's been accused of sexual assault or whatever, or like
misconduct,
sexual misconduct, allegedly. He's an Uncle Tom, according to Myles, and now he's got a broken arm.
Yeah.
So Jay Lethal
once Jay Lethal was brought up, everyone considers, not everyone, but a majority of people that were defending Myles, they're saying now it's a race hoax stunt. That's what's trending on Twitter. So
really, so now people are turning on Myles finally.
Yeah, they're calling him Jesse Smollett, and
when people do this stuff, man, they really hurt everybody else who's really dealing with something. I just feel like it's much about nothing. I don't think it's nothing that like black wrestlers have been treated wrong for a long time, and that stuff really is wrong, and that blackface is fucked up. Like, not blackface, not like if some guy does blackface with his friends who are black or something like that. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about the old racist like blackface thing. And you know what some wrestlers have been put through, and black wrestlers in the 80s who maybe came into a territory and then they beat the shit out of them and like said racist shit to them, and they got treated all fucked up, and they developed a complex a little bit because they're surrounded by people that are just like, that don't like them, or you know how bad wrestlers are anyway. Like, you know how bad wrestlers, like white wrestlers, were to each other. Like white,
yeah, they already have that boys will be boys and very revisionary for history mindset. They write their own tale.
Like, this is nothing compared to that. Like this, like Jordan Myles, this company, this is nothing. Like back in the day, dude, for like an African American guy to go down to certain areas, and there's like 1 or 2 black guys maybe in the locker room, and there's like fucking 30 white guys, and everyone's like, I'm trying to get over, and like trying to snap at each other. That's like YouTube reminds me of wrestling. I always say this, YouTube is like wrestling. It's always like someone else trying to get over on the other guy and somehow stab in the back and get over and then go live and donations. Like everybody, like it's just like wrestling. It's very strange back in the day, and that's what it was like. So to come in there and you get all these guys that don't want you to get over, and then if you do get cheered for, like people got fucking angry because they're jealous. And then on top of it, they're like, the racist white guys were like, this black guy's over on me? What the fuck? And like, that drove those fucking, the racist ones nuts. Like, like the prejudiced people nuts. And so like, that was really a problem. And now here we are in 2019, and they designed a t-shirt that he signed off on that's supposed to be like the Rolling Stones. And like, we're making the biggest uproar on this thing ever. Meanwhile, some like other things have actually been done that are terrible. And nobody said a goddamn word about it. It's just
exactly.
It's just
I mean, and especially because if you change the color of the the shirt that it's on, then it's no longer racist. That's what really like baffles my mind. Like, so,
Dwayne,
it's either racist or it's not. He's like, oh, well, if it's on a gray shirt, it's no longer racist because it's on a black background. It's got the smile, but it's not eyes. It's not making a face. It's with it. If he didn't have a smile for Myles' gimmick and they did this, I'd be like, oh. I get, but that's literally what he's, ACH is known for right now after winning that best new NXT talent tournament. So it's like,
yeah, and that's the other thing too. Like Sleepy Never in the chat, it's not. I don't want to. I'm not trying to tell people what's racist and what's not either. Like I'm really not trying to do that. I can't give you the perspective of someone who's black. I can't do that.
Yeah.
I can only give you my white ignorant perspective. That's all I can do. And
I'm not saying don't be offended. The point is that
I get it. I get if you are. I don't know.
The shirt and was offended a month later when it just so happened that the hashtag he's using to make attention for his campaign also coincides with the name of a show that's happening WrestleMania weekend. That's only to deal with African American wrestlers. So it's a for us by us thing. I get it. Racism exists. We know this, but I just don't feel like this is a racist issue.
Yeah, it looks similar to blackface. I mean, I get it. I kind of see it too. I showed it to my wife. She was like, "What? I don't get it." Like that. But that's just what it is. I mean, it'd be like if something was like racist to like Asians or whites and we didn't really know about it, you wouldn't see it because your perspective is different. Your perspective is like, I don't know, it just looks like a t-shirt. But someone else's perspective.
Why can't he send his reply, Joe? He tweeted out his email that he received from when the shirt was created, and they said, "What are your thoughts? Get back to us." Why can't he tweet out what he said back to them? If he has that receipt, what did you say back when they said, "What do you think?"
Yeah, I mean,
he said, "Well, I approved it because I felt uncomfortable," and they made it seem like Triple H wanted this and there was no way around it. But that's not the tone of the email at all. Triple H said, "Oh, I like this. I wanted it more teethy. I want for the gimmick," and Road Dogg said it should be on gray. We have other shirts. What do you think?
Yeah.
That's exactly how it reads. That's how there's no force there. If you're saying that you're being forced into this, then show another emails where you have no choice, or where they're not asking for your fucking input. They literally end the email with, "What's your thoughts on this?" It's like, so how could that be an issue? Like, that's my biggest problem here.
You see, I think there is a little bit of an issue here, and there is a thing where sure, we can't tell you how to feel if you think it's racist or not.
Yeah, absolutely not.
But he's clearly going a little overboard, right? Like, he's clearly going overboard. That's what I feel like a lot of people think. And
it says also have basic T-shirts on there that are approved as well. Road Dogg prefers the gray, but let us know what you think. Thanks, Baker. And this is September 11th, 2019.
Wow.
It's October 28th. He came out about this, the 25th or 26th?
Right.
Well over a month and a half later. Oh, I let it fester in me, and it built me up, and I got angry. Oh, okay, even if that was the case, it just feels like you wanted to cash in on yourself and make yourself more relevant. That it doesn't seem like you're actually offended. I just don't believe it.
I'm glad. I mean, I think more wrestlers should probably speak up when it comes to lots of things like what the fuck is this? Like, what the fuck is this T-shirt that I have?
Promos,
whatever,
merchandise.
Yeah.
We've seen a lot of bad merch, especially recently with merchandise. You think Finn Balor, if he wasn't comfortable with the homosexuality thing, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna make Balor Clubs for Everyone shirt with rainbows on it all over the place," and he was like, "Oh, I'm not really, I'm not trying to be part of a movement, so I don't care for." You have input. You have some form. They say this time and time again. They design things for you, but you get a say.
Right. Yeah.
I've seen it said by so many wrestlers on Twitter the past few days with this. So,
I mean, I've just heard. I just want to tell you guys that I've heard so many contradictions. I've heard a lot of black people say that they think he's lying and they think it's stupid what he's doing. A lot of other people are saying about good on him for speaking up and saying it and all this other stuff. So let me and I see a lot of people conflicted. It's everybody's divided on this. Like, it seems like I think there's a lot of white people that agree with him. There's a lot of white people that don't agree with it. They don't get it. In both ways. Oh shit. Frog off.
Joe, you should cover UFC on Saturday. Nate Diaz is fighting Jorge Masvidal.
Max with the 888 donation. Thank you very much. And that is the Awonddy donation. Thank you, Max. Yeah, I mean, hello, Max, thank you, man. Yeah, I might be doing that. I don't know. I may do it, but I think it runs into Corrupted, doesn't it? I think Corrupted podcast starts at 1. UFC sometimes gets over really late.
UFC usually ends by 1.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
the main event of UFC always goes on at midnight.
I've covered probably 15 UFC events on my channel.
Yeah, we covered the last one together, and it ran over. So I mean,
yeah, I might do it. I might just do it into Corrupted. Yeah, maybe I will. We'll see, Max.
I mean, it's definitely going to be a hell of a fight. That's for sure. They're at each other's throats at this point.
That's going to be fun, dude. And the last time, Nate Diaz fought, man, he fucking everybody was like, wonder how he's going to come out, and I think I took Nate in that fight. I think. And he looked good, man. Nate won that fight. It was good.
And speaking of, mixed martial arts, Jake Hager is reporting today that he didn't land an illegal groin shot at Bellator in Connecticut over the weekend. He said he claims his opponent wanted out of the match. It says the wrestling superstar turned pro MMA fighter denies having landed the illegal knee that turned his heavyweight bout into a no contest Friday in Uncasville, Connecticut. He believes the shot was clean, contrary to referee Dan his call. He said, I'm obviously disappointed with the finish tonight. I don't think I need him at all. He said, we all have cups out there. I didn't feel a cup. You can watch it back. I saw his leg lift up from the knee, but I can't control that. It's something I have to move on from. Like I said, I'm here to fight, and I just don't think he was tonight. It really seemed, when I watched the clip back, it looked like he was trying, like it looked like a good knee, and like he was trying to just say, oh, he hit me in the balls and get him out of the fight.
Yeah.
I mean, it really...
He wanted to get out of the fight? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, Anthony Garrett looked like he just... I don't know, it looked like Garrett was getting hit hard. He was getting rocked. His eye was already bleeding.
Oh.
And Hager's hitting him with knees and knees in the stomach, and then all of a sudden he waves off on the ref. He gets first knee, second knee, and then he goes, oh, and he holds his crotch like he got hit in the balls, but it looked like it hit above, like right below his navel.
Yeah.
His eye's already bleeding. His face is fucked up. He's been rocked. So now he can say, oh, he hit me in the balls, and it's a no contest because I don't have enough time to recover.
Yeah, dude, because I really thought that Hager was going to beat the shit out of him. And I was
have
like...
you seen it?
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, well, dude, he's gonna win this fight. And then to see that happen, it was like, that's the worst thing, because he wasn't going to lose, and now he doesn't get a win, and he gets no decision when that should have been a layup win for him.
Yeah, if you I'll put it in the chat. It starts at 2 minutes and 50 seconds, but
Max in the chat says he hit the guy in the balls a few times, though.
I personally, I don't see it. I'm watching the knees. You got 1, 2, and I mean, I've watched it over and over again, and it just, I see right there. There's the first knee. There's the second knee. I mean, it's close, but had Garrett not been so damn rocked and beaten down at that point, he got the first knee. Those 2 knees with the left knee is way up high. Then the third one, you watch it even in slow motion. It starts at 3 minutes and 10 seconds. It literally, that's where they get into the spot in the corner. So there's the first knee, second knee, and then right here for the third knee is at 3:19. He gets that knee up, and it looks like it hits him more towards the right side of his stomach than anywhere near his balls. And even still where it hit with the cup and stuff, I don't think that would have been, and he's like, oh, so they waved that off there. And it doesn't seem like that was, an intentional hit. I think that was BS. And then he does it again. He's at 4:22. This is the second time now.
So this is like the Tyson Evander headbutt? Like, that's what it reminds me, because he
tried
tried
that. And the one at 4:22, he says, oh, he hits him right in the balls. To me, the second one, it's a little less clear. It looks like he catches him straight up, but I don't know.
It's hard to say. I did see it a little bit. It just, maybe he sensed he was gonna get hit there.
The first time, to me, definitely looks like he wasn't hitting the balls. Like he had this like in his mind, oh shit, I'm getting rocked. That second one where they zoom it in, it looks like it hits him half groin, half in the cup. I mean, they slow it down. They replay it maybe 4 or 5 times. And the best one is the first slow-mo angle. But he lays on the ground holding his crotch. And I mean, if he did get hit there, that sucks. We've all been hitting the balls. It hurts. But to me, it looked like, I mean, I've seen guys get hit harder in the balls, and I guess I don't know.
God damn, he takes a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They usually give you time to walk it off, and you can recover. They'll give you as much time as you need. You need, and at least at UFC, if you get poked in the eye, you get hit, they'll take away a point. And
right.
From what I know, like I said, no expert, right? But I've seen it. DJ Penn had an issue where he got hit in the balls. And
Cheeseburgers in the chat just said, "What up, Cronin? You're on speaker at the warehouse rockin' in Texarkana." What's up?
Hell yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live, and the workers are working. The stalkers are stalking. The customers are customering. This is Texas. No, I'm just kidding. But no, thank you.
But he should lose that fight because he can't get back up. Like, even if he's not able to answer, to the referee essentially to get up. Oh, it's an illegal hit. Well, then I don't know. It's a real odd situation. But he's on the ground for a long ass time. He's bleeding all over the mat. Hager was gonna win this regardless of that hit. Like, he already won by judge's decision up until that point. And he's like, I didn't feel a cut with my knee. I know where I need him. It looks like he hit him. And I mean, they literally have people holding his legs and holding him in the air from the nut shot from, I don't know. Like I said,
Yeah. I called the,
so,
I don't, yeah, I don't know. It
sucks. And it's such a shitty
he would have
timing
won
too, because you got the inner circle there and you want him to be this unbeatable monster. Well, they can still frame it in AEW as, oh, look, he's still undefeated and this guy couldn't even stand up against him. I'm sure Jericho will find a way.
What do you think about AEW hiring this boxer outside? They're going to hire a lot of, I guess, a few.
Yeah, I guess they're going to start their own, developmental. It's interesting.
I mean, but they're also going to be taking in like a good amount of like non-wrestling people.
Yeah, they said that they're finding people that are, just intriguing them, and they're going to bring them in and turn them into wrestlers too. So
what are they? Why? Like, I mean, I get it, but like, wow, what the hell?
Give it a shot. Have your own homegrown thing. If it doesn't work, I don't imagine they're going to, Do
you think one of the reasons I was thinking about this? I was like, why would they do this? And I'm thinking about one of the reasons why they might be doing this is legit because WWE kind of can offer almost anybody they think about going after who gets hot. WWE can like triple the offer to them.
Yeah,
and
absolutely. So WWE can go ahead and you want to come with us.
Yeah.
So at least now they can have their own developmental, build their own stars, and have their chance to, have their own homegrown talent. I mean, Jericho, everything he does right now is gold. I legitimately was in tears laughing so hard at the sight of Jericho holding out his ticket like a crucifix against, a possessed little girl. And,
he held it like a
the power of Christ compels you. It's like, but I paid for my ticket as he's getting his ass kicked. And that fight scene was so damn just enjoyable. Anybody that was trashing on the fact that, because we didn't get to talk about this, you and I, with the legends, because DDP's there, that was perfect. It made sense. And MJF fucking killed me.
God.
After DDP walks down, gets announced, and he's walking towards the ramp, and you see MJF just look at the camera, smile, and do the DDP symbol downwards.
Yeah.
And his, diamond upside down's a pussy from Ready to Rumble. And he winks at the camera, and I'm like, you fucking smart bastard. That was so quick, but that was the moment of the night for me. He's just so charismatic and entertaining. But it was who wears scarves? The whole thing is just the tag team wrestling throughout the night, top notch. I would give the show a solid 8, honestly. I mean, now they're really hyping up the debut of Wardlow finally. So we'll have that coming. I'm
sorry, Dave Rose just sent me something. I guess somebody shot 10 people in Alabama the other day.
Really?
And somebody said it's not on the news anywhere because the guy's not white. So there's more racist talk going on out there, but this time it's the other people. But anyway,
they're not wrong because there is that narrative of it has to, if it's not white, people don't want to hear about a shooter that isn't fitting that agenda.
But well, whatever. We'll let Dave talk about that. I want to bring that here too. Like Dave just sent that to me. He's like, "Have you heard about this?" I'm like, "I didn't even know about that happened. Like, I had no idea." But no, like with wrestling, Wardlow's coming. That should be good. He can get in there with Hager, whatever. Maybe if he's face, I don't know if he's going to be.
Well, they're making him a Terminator-like figure. I guess that's their goal with him.
Yeah, we want the Terminator.
I mean, he's so fucking massive. He is massive.
Bump in the Night is free on WWE 2K20. Cool.
Really?
It's about time.
I didn't get the goddamn code for it with mine.
Hello, this is the school bully. I initially stole your son's lunch money this morning, but now realize the mistake I made and decided to give it back to you through this shitbum donation. Please accept my offer and forgive me. Fuck Debay.
Gavin's lunch money. What the fuck? That is so fucked up. That's weird. That's a weird donation. I will tell him. Maybe I'll give it back to him. Thank you for becoming a $5 shit bum. I'll tell Gavin that he can have lunch tomorrow now. That'd be hilarious if that really happened. But yet bizarre.
That would be.
My son gets home from school. I'm missing my money. He took my lunch. You know how I know that's not real, though, is like my son won't eat school lunch. He, like, hates it. We have to.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he won't eat almost anything. Like, he doesn't eat almost anything. So we have to pack him specific stuff. Leah has to pack him specific stuff. Now, my daughter loves the school lunch. She's like, what's up? Hot dogs, pizza, whatever they got, I want it. And so, like, we have to, like, try to, like, give her better stuff to eat. Whereas my son's just like, yo, macaroni or, like, spaghetti, bread, cookies. That's all he'll eat. It's like, he's crazy. Like, we could starve him and then put stuff in front of him. He still, like, won't eat it. It's weird. I think he's got, like, a sensory thing. Because, like, the other kids eat everything. The other two kids, they eat everything. They eat whatever you want. The other day, Finn was walking by me. He's 3 years old. He goes, salmon. I'm like, you want salmon? Because I gave it to him a couple times. Like, when I was eating it, he was like, I'm hungry too. And I'm like, oh, you want some of mine? Here you go. And now he's walking around going, salmon. I'm like, dude, you want to eat salmon? Like, his sister won't eat salmon, and Gavin won't really eat it either. But, like, Brenna almost eats everything. But he is, like, running around looking for salmon. But Gavin would never touch anything but, like, pizza, fries, and spaghetti and shit. I don't know. It's just fucking... I don't know. Back in the day, they would have, like, slapped me around and be like, you're eating this shit, and that's it. Anyway, whatever. My bad. School lunch is trash. I agree with the people in the chat. Robbie Face, what's up?
It depends on where you were, you know. A lot of the schools made, you know, just that frozen leftover shit. And
really?
We were kind of in between because when I was at school, we had a food service that I used to work for, so we could, you know, go there and actually make food.
Really?
Yeah, it was great. My food service teacher and I were really close, and right towards the end of my junior year, he tore his Achilles tendon. It sounded like a gun went off. That's how loud the pop was. And myself as a junior, he left me with the keys for the fridges and the stock room and all that stuff. And I ended up getting to pull people out of classes and come down and, you know, because we had to cook for all the banquets at school.
Yeah.
And like anything that was catered in-house. Food service program did it with the juniors and the seniors. And I, of course, was going to go, and my goal was to be a chef at that point. So I did all that. And from there, you know, I got out of everything from English to gym class to whatever by making the teachers food. It was great.
I would have hooked up with the teacher myself. I would have been like, let's go, baby.
I was like, what do you want for breakfast this morning? Oh, I'll take an egg sandwich. I'm like, sure.
Yeah, they're really bad now. Now it's like, it's worse. It's way worse.
We had a young English drama teacher.
Junebug.
From Transylvania.
Joe, if you're listening, you stupid fuck.
I'm making sexy transvestite from Transylvania. Sexy transvestite from Transylvania.
Hey Joe, what's up? Just got laid.
Yeah!
Jake DeMarco, hope you're feeling better, bro.
Yeah, Junebug. Give it up for him. The Tommy Horror Picture Show donation. The new $7. Yes, I unmuted Jake now. Junebug92, thank you, Junebug. He's saying what's up to you, Jake, and people were worried about you. So everybody hit me up about where is Jake okay over the last couple days.
Sexy bastards. I appreciate all the love and care. Thank you, Junebug, as well. And you just got laid. Got to celebrate that.
Yeah, that's
Sexy Transylvania.
When he says Transylvania sexual, whatever the hell, like that dude, that murdered me because it was just the funniest thing. Like the way he said that was so fucking funny.
I was going to ask him about that too because I'm surprised he likes Rocky Horror because he has such an issue with gay themed things. Like it makes him uncomfortable.
I don't think he's really seen it. Really, I honestly believe he's seen like.
That's why I wanted to pick his brain and see if it was...
That's a good idea. We should kind of grill him on that. We'll talk to Tommy about that on Monetize This on Friday. Or throw down tomorrow on my other channel, potentially. Is Debe in the back of the donation? No, it's not Debe. That's Crystal. That's his girl, Crystal, baby. And speaking of Crystal, they did a movie review on the Joker the other day, and did you see the way it's... Can you hear sounds, by the way, yet?
No, but I saw them live. I've watched all the shows throughout the week, and I mean, the way he starts off obviously you have the stair scene to open it, and then his laugh where he ends up choking and then damn near dying. And I wish Tommy fully grasp the movie the way it's presented, but it's certainly an interesting review from his perspective and outlook.
Yeah, it's like you can't do anything. He's never.
It was entertaining, nevertheless.
I don't know if I got the whole goddamn thing, so never mind him getting it. So yeah, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah, I would like to see it again, but
I'll just wait for
that stairs scene. Obviously, people have been recreating nonstop, and the media is like, "Oh, they don't want anybody there," and really, there's the Brooklyn residents are welcoming people and taking photos for them, and
that's funny.
It's funny how the media tried to shit on this in every way
everyone's
possible.
going to be killed, and like there's going to be nothing, which is good. You know what it reminds me of? It actually reminds me of the last Joker movie or the last Batman. At the end, when the Joker expects the people to blow up the other ship, and nobody presses the button because he's that fucking cynical of humanity. He's like, oh, you're going to do this. And nobody does it. By the way, why would you throw that remote control into the water? It could like totally short circuit and blow up you. But whatever.
Exactly.
But so like it didn't go the way Joker planned in Batman: The Dark Knight because he was like, oh, these people are going to kill themselves. These people are going to eat themselves. That's what the media did. They were like, oh, these people, there's going to be shootings and murder. Like, watch what happens. And the people showed you, no, there weren't any murders. There weren't anything. So that was quite interesting that the media was practically begging for it to happen, and it didn't happen. And the movie broke all the records. So fuck you, media.
Yeah, exactly.
And
it's what, 800 million at this point, I think it was, if not more by now.
Yeah, 850 million, I think.
Crazy.
I think. Anything? I'm looking it up, but is there anything for Raw we wanted to say again before we get out of here tonight? I'm sure we got to get out of here, man. We gotta go.
Yeah. No, I mean we got Seth in a Falls Count Anywhere match. We'll see how that goes and what happens there. I'm not exactly excited for that, but who is?
Yeah.
And then we have the divorce court going on as well. We'll see what happens.
And Jay Lethal's injured.
Yeah, poor guy. That sucks. That's really disappointing.
After he got called an Uncle Tom. Which is really, I don't know. And as much as like, it's like you said, when some people are like, oh, you have no right to speak on this type of thing, whatever. People got to stop calling each other Uncle Toms too. Like black people got to stop calling other people who don't. I get it. Like I get it. Like enablers and stuff like that. But like, they really got to like start having a better conversation. Don't just call everybody who disagrees with you that, because I don't know, man, you're going to create more of a divide of each other. I don't know. Let's go to one more call. Let's see what's up here. Junebug, thank you, Junebug, for the donation. 610, hello.
What's happening? Peace.
What's happening, baby?
Listen, I'm probably a little late. You guys were probably talking about that goddamn shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, it's not a racist shirt. It just isn't. It's a bad-looking shirt, but it's not a racist shirt.
I don't think it's racist either. I'm with you there, but
well,
say,
Joe DeMarco, this is real Don Jackson. This was the guy who was commenting with you, and
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Why do you think
these guys? They don't know how what racism is when they look at it. I mean, it looks like a Twizzler smile. It looks like a bad Twizzler smile. And that's all I'm going to say. I mean, anybody thinking it's racist, they're the ones who are racist because they're looking all the way too deeply into it.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see why people think it's racist now, but I do think that people are looking pretty deeply into it, a little too far, but what are you going to do? I mean, I don't know.
It feels like he's searching for an issue. I mean, that's how I felt. If there was eyes and like it was like a full on, they were going for the blackface thing, but it just doesn't seem or feel that way. It really genuinely doesn't.
Just sucks.
It's a shitty design.
It looks like one of the Finn Balor slashes from the Demon.
Yeah, that's kind of how I perceived it at first as well. But on top of
maybe Finn Balor's racist. Do you ever look at the Demon? No, I mean, like, really? Yeah. You ever look at the fucking Demon?
Exactly, with his paint and
the fucking Demon is fucking blackface. I'm not kidding.
pro-gay but anti-black.
Yeah, you don't think this now? I mean, if we're gonna seriously, if you're out there and you seriously think that this shirt is absolutely racist, then you better fucking get on this bandwagon too, you fucking idiots. How is this not racist? I'm dead serious.
Exactly. So they should have been on Finn.
You better start calling this racist because this is just as bad. Oh yeah, you don't think that looks like fucking blackface after what we just looked at on that fucking guy's shirt? And that's a white guy doing it. You gonna go after Finn Balor now? I bet you won't. You should though. And if they did now, I wouldn't be surprised. But you better go after Balor because that's fucking
how ridiculous it is.
Yep. Oh my god! Like I can't believe I didn't think of this before. And now he's got the dreads here. What is he trying to be Jamaican? Fuck this guy.
Cultural appropriation at its finest.
I'm dead serious.
But I understand what you're saying. But you can't call one thing racist and not the other.
No, this is either racist too, or you're fucking full of shit out there.
You're that has to be, or you're full of shit altogether.
This is racist. Like I get it, because it's supposed to be a demon, but it looks like blackface. Just like that's supposed to be the Rolling Stones' lips, but it looks like blackface. Well, it's the same thing. Sorry, it's the same thing. It is the same thing. And it's even worse because it's a white guy.
Friggin' ridiculous.
Don't be a fucking hypocrite.
Yeah, exactly. You can't have one, not the other.
I mean, this is what people do, though. Like, I don't...
No, you're right.
Braise blackface too. Yeah, everybody is. Fuck everybody now. That is correct. It's not blackface. He's paying homage to voodoo.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. But no. Now you're saying it's paying homage? Normally when white people pay homage, it's called racist. So now you're saying it's paying homage. But that Asian girl, that white girl who wore the Asian dress was called a racist. Even though the Chinese people thought she was paying homage. But people said she was a racist and attacked her and came to her house. All that stuff.
Super chat.
So which one is it?
Super chat.
Nobody knows.
Good God Almighty, Finn Balor is a racist Jamaican.
Good God Almighty, he's a racist Jamaican voodoo guy. No, voodoo's not a white thing. So he's culturally appropriating. Finn Balor is culturally appropriating voodoo culture and Jamaicans and black people. Unbelievable. Mike Amilto, thank you for the $2, Mike. What's up, man? I appreciate that. Oh, man. I mean, come on, man. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, really.
Joe, I was so close to unblocking the Fiend and the game froze and unlocking the Fiend. Oh, God, that's terrible.
You can't even just play as him. You have to do a whole tower thing.
Well, listen. I hope I'm joking, King James. I don't think any of this stuff is bad. You know what I mean, James? That's my point. Like, if you think this is bad...
Yeah. Then you have to think all of it is. Like, you can't just pick and choose.
Yeah, if you think that is bad, then how can you not think that Finn Balor is okay? You know what I mean? Are you prepared to attack Finn Balor and the WWE for what he's doing? Because if you're not, I'm a little confused. It's quite the double standard. And I never thought I'd be saying this because I'm only doing this to show you. I don't think either one is really whatever. But I'm just saying. I think it's all just art from every perspective. It's just ugly art. I think the shirt just sucks ass. It looks dumb. He tried to look like the Rolling Stones smiley face. The guy's gimmick is to smile. Maybe they should have thought, okay, the guy's gimmick is to smile, and now we're doing, like, the lips. Maybe we shouldn't do that because it looks a little bit like blackface. Yeah, if somebody noticed that, then yes. Now, if somebody knowingly... Here's what I think would be racist. If somebody knowingly was like, oh, you want the Rolling Stone kind of thing? We could do the lips because he smiles. Oh, yeah, we'll have him smile. If somebody was like, damn, this looks like blackface. Fuck it. You know, like, and they put it out there anyway, that would be really racist. Like, you knew it looked like that, and then you put it out. But if somebody was just like, hey, this shirt looks great, like, and then they put it out. That's just ignorance. There's a difference. There's ignorance, and then there's racism.
And you think WWE is going to intentionally put out something with blackface at this point?
What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, well, let's purposely put this out there so we get
because
called
we don't
racist.
like black people, so we're going to intentionally make a blackface. You know, and it's not blackface unless he's white. Exactly. Mazox in the chat said it. 74. You know,
the demon is blackface though. Come on.
Yeah, because Finn's white.
This is so fucking weird. All right, guys, listen. Thank you guys for joining us. This was fun. Jake is back tonight. Raw review will be live tonight after Raw. Bring your opinions. I want everybody to have an opinion, man. I don't want anybody to, to be fighting with each other about it. Really, like, I hope everybody. Oh my God, my voice. I hope everybody gets along in the chat. Try to understand each other. You know, there's a perspective that it is racist, and that's real. People really feel that way. So you have to really try to accept that and understand that perspective. And there's people who really don't see what's wrong with it. And you have to understand that perspective too, because only when you have those different opinions and different perspectives can you kind of come together and figure out what's really going on here. So it is what it is. Love you all. And I'll see you tonight after Raw.
If you're still alive.
If I'm alive. If we're all dead.
Joe, if you're listening, you stupid fuck. He looks like one of those guys from Long Island that wants to be a white rapper, but he's 30-something years old, lives in his parents' basement with the droopy cap and the whatever, but he thinks he's Howard Stern, and he's got a cool way of talking in the microphone, and he's a very shock jock or whatever, and somehow or another he accumulates followers on Twitter. It's fucking pathetic. So please, nobody listen to anything involving a guy named Joe Cronin, because it's just so fucking sad.